there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That's headed upfield. That is a great ball. Hits one! Rummenigge is flagged offside. That's a shade optimistic. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Pull it. Well, clearly Uli Hoeneß was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legendary strike partnership.
Yeah, and he was the more creative one, Peter. Likes to use the left side, a great dribbler who set up as many goals as he scored. He'll be asking questions of anyone on his side, just looking to try and get behind that defensive line.
He has outstanding strength, of course, silky feet and sharp running and even sharper finishing. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, decent hit! It's in! First blood drawn!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rummenigge. Oh, what a blow! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That could spell trouble. Shot a goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Costa Curta. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men.
And that is great goalkeeping.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
There's the shot! And he hits the net! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Adams gets over and intercepts. Hoeneß. Iniesta.
Has been indicated.
Really well taken goal. Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
We have got us. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maldini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's Bale! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. You just know there is no stopping that.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Law, and the shots! It's there! Simplicity itself.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's cut it out. And it's Messi. Iniesta. It's a sharp pass. He has found the way through. Now he's got the shot away. It's in.
നീ കണ്ണു വെച്ചു അതേ പോയി
Are back in business.
നല്ലതായിട്ട് കളിച്ചു വന്നായിരുന്നു എല്ലാം പോയി.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
We have ourselves a real game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the...
Hones! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Danger averted for now.
Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Great ball if he can get there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rice conjures time and space where few can. And that's a goal kick.
ഈ ഫുട്ബോൾ ഹബ്ബ് ഹൈബ്രോ
Bale. It's Bale! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
ത്രീ വണ്ടി കിടന്ന കളിയാണ് 4-3 തോറ്റുപോയി. ഇയാൾക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ കുറേ കാര്യം മുടങ്ങിയതാണ്. 1-ന് മുകളിൽ പോയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇത് എത്ര 2018 തൊട്ടുള്ളതുണ്ട് തുടങ്ങിയ അക്കൗണ്ട്.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. Keeper's got good distance on that. That's a nicely measured pass. And he was alert to it. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Easy pickings there. Maradona. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, I think we can expect to see more than a few moments of individual brilliance with Neymar on the pitch, Peter. He's got such a silky touch, he can ghost past defenders, and he can pass and shoot with the very best.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's scored!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Maradona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. They're back on the ball again. Maradona. Tar calmly anticipates.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Cafu.
എനിക്ക് ശ്വാസം മുട്ടുണ്ട്. ശ്വാസം മുട്ടുന്ന പ്രശ്നങ്ങളാണ്.
This is promising. Now it's Hullet. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Messi. He's in a good position here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a fabulous ball. Bale.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bale on a strong run down the right. He's picked his way through. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. We're already back up and running after half-time. Costa Curta. And it's Van Bauten. Oh, he's onto this. He's got a sight of goal.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And it's Bale. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Rummenigge. He is through here. It's Neymar! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that has put paid to that. Maldini. He has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Pullet. In he goes again! They are rampant! And they are cruising away with a predatory goal.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Vinicius Junior! And he nearly went all the way.
Vinicius Junior really shows some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
That's a shade optimistic. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job. So he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour delivering crosses.
Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's had it taken off him. Luis Suarez. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Gullit. He's cut it out. Danger averted for now. Mohamed Salah. Atletico Mineiro applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Super ball. Poor robust challenge.
അയ്യേ
That's going to go a long way.
അടിച്ചു തീർക്കണ്ട പോലെ.
Backward it goes. Guti. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. Tar wins the duel this time. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Rice, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pass is just off target. Messi, Mohamed Salah. Messi. And it's Luis Suarez. Gullit. And Gullit! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
There will be 1 minute.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Leading a huge game here. Had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
നെക്സ്റ്റ് കളിച്ചേക്കാം.
There's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Atletico Mineiro have the equaliser, and we're tries a shot. It's a
വാ
goal.
സെലിബ്രേഷൻ എടു.
They're back in front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 58 minutes is...
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Costa Curta. They've switched it over to the other side.
The attendance for this match
Almost an hour gone.
71,649.
Gullit. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Vinicius Junior. Very well to take that. It's Luis Suarez! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome. Oh, they could be caught out here. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Guti. Rice. And it's Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Seeks to shoot.
Oh,
nearly,
yes, I did.
nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Always onto this. Messi! Oh
Right,
no.
Hunter അടിച്ചപ്പോൾ അങ്ങോട്ട് ഇത്
Well, it wasn't to be this
celebration.
time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Atletico Mineiro with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's played him through. And he's onside. Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught up. Bullet! Yes! And
Only
the
bit too.
lead is three. It is surely done. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
So now the difference is three. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played, well played.
Bale, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! And the
ബുള്ളറ്റ്
keeper
ഒരു ഒന്നൊന്നര
thrown out of the
കാളിയാണ്. ബുള്ളറ്റ് നല്ലൊരു
net.
കാടാണ്.
Number two then.
എല്ലായിടത്തും കിടന്ന് കളിക്കും.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And time is up.
നമുക്ക് ആ റൂം
Well,
കയറിയിട്ട്
that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very
A quick
accurate
reminder
reflection of
today
what
that
we saw.
smoking is only allowed in
Pullet
areas
taking
shown
in
on
the
this map.
accolades,
Thank
having
you
been
for your
named man of the
cooperation.
match, and deservedly so.
ഇന്നലെ കളിച്ചതല്ലേ.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect. And the shots! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he...
Now the finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Cole has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Great defending, strong and determined. Cole. And he was quick to react. Messi. Now it's Hullet. Good spot, he's seen the run. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he cuts out the supply. Rummenigge. And it's Pirlo. Now there's a fine... Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! They are right back in business!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
No, that's been intercepted. It's a sharp pass. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Bale. Nicely worked. And he's managed to get rid. Cole. Messi. He's picked his way through. It's out for a goal kick. And it's Messi. And he's straight offside.
ഒരു മിനിറ്റ് ഗോളോ പിന്നെ ഒരു മിനിറ്റിന് നമുക്ക് ഗോളടിക്കാം.
Ended up in no man's land. Cole. Drogba.
ഇവൻ നിങ്ങളെ ലൈവ് നിർത്തി കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോഴാണ് വന്നത്.
Messi. Bale. Bale. Oh, super find. Ronaldo gets flagged offside.
ഇത് മറ്റേ യൂസ്ലെസ് ആയിട്ട് കളിക്കുക. റാങ്ഷ് അടുത്ത് അവനോട്ടൊരു ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി കളിക്കുക.
That pass has been well intercepted. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. He's found a way through. Bale. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Looks for the finish. Oh, Belter! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy.
നാളെ ഇല്ലേ? രാവിലെ ഇല്ല.
Get themselves in front. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
The contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Well, this real chance.
റിയ സിമ്പിളായിട്ട് തിരിച്ചടിക്കും.
Sticks it away.
ഞാൻ കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട് ഓർമ്മ അടിക്കും.
That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, That's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better.
Oh, smashing header! Messi. And it's half-time here. And it has been a
Hi,
pretty
bro.
crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
ഓ
Neither
ഞാനിപ്പോൾ
side
full
holding back
ഇട്ടാലും
here. It has been quite a half this.
on our shuttle bus service.
What a good
Keert
half.
എല്ലാവരും.
They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യേ.
And that's the second half started. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Nicely intercepted. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's a sweet ball, that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Messi. Chance to finish. Oh, brilliant! Just
ഒരു വൃത്തിയായിട്ട് കളി കളിക്കുന്നു.
truly super goal. What a spiky
Okay,
hit
good
that
night, good
was.
night.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
5.
So we have a break. He's got the shot away! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
This match was 71,639.
And yes, it's him again. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's got a... And the shot! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Taken back almost at once. Costa Curta. And here's Drogba. Bale. Bullet.
പ്രിൻസ് ഒക്കെ അടുത്ത കളിക്കാണ്.
Goal. And that is expertly dealt with. Nicely aimed pass. And that pass is
Shit.
somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserves...
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Substitution on the field. Number 14. Cristiano
Both
Ronaldo.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Bale.
So the lead now is 2.
Bullet.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion.
It's Inzaghi! And it's in! Back to within one! Interesting! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager...
This time, surely! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing, and there's no compromise.
And he's let fly!
അടിച്ച് ശേ
Cole, and he's got the beating of Cole! And the ball's come loose here. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's it's Drogba!
അയ്യോ
And he looks every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
He's got tall. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
വീണ്ടും പോയി
Decent enough try.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Got a shot away. And somehow it stayed out. Short changes him with that pass. Rummenigge. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to belt it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good ball. He's had a shot!
അയ്യ
And surely
Yes,
now,
jeez.
the result's beyond doubt.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and
And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to
ദൈവാറും
come and
കളിയായിരുന്നു
see.
ദൈവാറും കളി
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or
Oh,
commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited
division ഏതാ?
and deserved to be.
ഡിവിഷൻ 1 എത്തിയില്ല
What
ഇതുവരെ
remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight.
ഡിവിഷൻ 1 എത്തുമല്ലോ പ്രിൻസ് കയറി കയറി വീട്ടിൽ ലൈവ് നിർത്തി
And welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Can he put it away? Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pullet. Oh, he's burst through. Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. Pullet was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And Pullet! Cleared without
പിന്നെ
complication.
പോയി.
Beraldo calmly anticipates. Short changes him with that pass.
ഇവിടെ പാസ് പോയി.
Bale. Beraldo cuts it out. And here's Neymar. Pullet. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. And he was alert to it. That's really well cleared. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Pullet. Out to the right. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, what? There's the hit! It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
What a moment of brilliance. Control. He's had a shot! And again! Goal! Argentina! And they get themselves in front! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Neymar tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Czech trying to keep this in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pullet. Good running with the ball. Laid back in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Play for a throw. Ricky Puig. And it's played forward. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Costa Costa.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe. Rice. And there's his chance to lead the counter. There's the whistle for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2 goals to 1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this...
And the shots! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Neymar. Now it's Bullet. Ricky Puig makes the interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe, he is through here. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, super find. Pull it. Oh, just now the finish.
അയ്യേ
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much
Right.
dictated the pass.
Substitution in progress.
Argentina choosing to make the first change. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And it's Bullet.
The attendance for this match
Neymar.
was 71,649.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Argentina applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. He's having a go! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Cristiano
So,
Ronaldo.
time for changes on
Number
both sides,
21,
actually.
Bale. Number 20, Bullet. Number 4,
Drogba.
Messi. Coming on the field, number 22.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Number 25, Didier Drogba. Number 17.
Nicely intercepted. Passes short and sharp.
Substitutions taking place.
ശ്ശേ.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Has a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Riqui Puig really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Look at the space here. And it's corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Beraldo gets across to intercept that. Cruyff! Cruyff! He's done very well to get to that.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
They've played it short. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
4 added minutes has been
Back into the
indicated.
middle. Gnabry. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Haaland!
അയ്യേ
And again the keeper stands strong.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And time is up. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.
ഗുഡ് ഗെയിം ഗുഡ് ഗെയിം
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place
Hi
to be
bro, welcome to
at
stream,
this
bro.
moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, It adds to a massive sense of occasion. As you can see, we've already started here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
In with a header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
That's a look and place it forward. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cristiano Ronaldo, always looking for that half a chance.
Sleepo.
Well, he certainly wasn't
Time
in the mood to
time
take
ആയില്ല.
any risks.
So a third of them. Oh no, what has happened here? He's got away. Can he put it away? And he's done it! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off
നീ
instead.
എത്രയായി ഞാൻ ജോബ് ചെയ്യും
Number 14.
അതൊക്കെ കഴിഞ്ഞ
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ronaldinho. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Haaland. Check and claim that. Now it's Gullit. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that pass isn't the best. Nicely aimed pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Messi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Can he get it through? Tries to get it clear. Got 5 minutes till half-time. Shapes the shoot!
അയ്യേ
He's got away with one there.
ഞാൻ പോയില്ല അത് കേട്ടായോ
Now it's Cristiano. Real chance! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
നെറ്റ് കേട്ടോ
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he thumps it clear.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Haaland. And smartly reclaimed. And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it
And
at
we
the
come
break.
to you now with a
1-0.
quick request for support
It's a
for
dressing
our
room
World
that
Charity
needs
Fund.
rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
ഞാനിപ്പോൾ കോട്ടയം.
Substitutions taking place.
എന്ത് എൻ്റെ 50 സബ്ബായത് എനിക്കെല്ലാം വിടാൻ. എന്തിനാ 50 സബ്? 50 സബിൻ്റെ ആവശ്യമൊന്നുമില്ലല്ലോ. ഞാൻ ചെറിയൊരു ജോബിലാണ്. അവനവിടെ പോയി കിടക്കും. എനിക്കിതില്ലേ
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's the throw.
എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത ലൈവിലെ ഫോൺ മാത്രം പീസ്. എന്തിനു പീസ്? ഞാൻ ഒറ്റ ഫോണിലാണല്ലോ ഇതിടുന്നത്.
Now it's Pullet. And they're quick to press. Oh, he's in there, the finish!
അതും സേവ് ചെയ്തു.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's taking no chances there. That pass has been well intercepted. And he cuts out the supply. Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run
The
loose here.
attendance for this match was 71,600.
സബ് വേണ്ട. നമ്മൾ യൂട്യൂബിൽ കയറി അക്കൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടാക്കി
Rice.
24 hour എടുക്കുക മോണിറ്റൈസ് ആകാൻ.
Pullet. Oh, he
ആ
couldn't
24
quite
hour
make
കഴിഞ്ഞ്
it.
നമുക്ക് ലൈവ് ഇടാം.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
എന്ത് എണ്ണോ
Bellingham
വൃത്തികെട്ട
makes
കളി
it
നമ്മൾ
clear.
കളിക്കുന്ന കാര്യമില്ല, ഗോൾ അടിക്കുന്നവർ.
Chance to shoot now. Cristiano Ronaldo! He scored! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Perfect placement. The one place the
ഇങ്ങനെ
keeper
ഇടാൻ
could
പറ്റൂടാ.
reach.
No other another outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Number 14, Cristiano.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
And that was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would...
And the shots!
ഓക്കെ.
There's a searching pass. Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all.
ഇങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായാലും സ്ട്രീമിംഗ് ആപ്പ് വഴി ഇടുന്നത്. ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോൾ പ്രസ് എന്ന് പറയുക അത്
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Gullit.
So time for change.
Number
And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 14,
Now
Cristiano.
it's Luis Suarez.
Number 4, Messi. Coming on the field. Number 25.
Now
Didier
who's going to be
Podcast.
first to this?
Number 5,
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Fernando Torres is offering a right smile there.
All hands on deck for this one.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Casillas catches it safely.
4 added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on 4 minutes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Pass somewhat off target. And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then?
ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നിർത്തിയേക്കൂടാ. ഇപ്പം എല്ലാവർക്കും ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്. നാളെ കാണാം.